start. Good afternoon, dear students, to another session on Introduction to Data Structures and Algorithms. Today, in Module 4, we discuss about the concept of binary tree representation. Binary tree representation we'll discuss. So, before that, we discussed about some of the concepts related to what is a tree, what are the different types of trees, and what is a level, what is a sibling, what is a parent, what is a child, what is a subtree, what is a leaf node, what is a root node, what is a level, what is the height, what is the depth. All these concepts we discussed, the basic terminologies we discussed. Okay, so and in today's class we are going to discuss about the representation of binary tree in terms of the arrays and in terms of linked list. So that is what we are going to discuss in this particular class, right? So binary tree representation, yesterday we saw. The tree representation can be done in two ways. One is using one-dimensional array representation. Another one, you can represent the binary tree using linked list. Let us start with the representation of a tree using an array. Okay, first you look at this particular tree. Here, if you look at this particular tree, A is going and storing in first position, first index position, that is 0. B is storing in next, C is storing in next, same way D, next E, next F and H. Definitely they are represented like this. The tree, leaves, intermediate nodes and root are stored in the array and it is represented like this. But is there any rule to be applied before storing it? Yes, we have some rules to be followed in order to store this. What is the first rule? First rule says the root node is this node, A. Root node will occupy the first position in the array. So this is very, very important. Root node will occupy the first position in the array. That means always remember the root node will occupy the first position. Next, left child and right child are stored at successive positions. Successive positions means the next positions. After A, the left will be stored. Next, after left, right will be stored. You can see left and right are stored after the root node. And of course, if you want to store the further nodes, okay, further nodes, you have to follow one formula. What is that formula? If you want to store the left child, you have to use this formula, 2i plus 1. What is I? I is the position, I is the index location of the parent. I is the index position of the parent. So for a left child, you have to follow 2i plus 1. For the right child, you have to follow this formula, 2i plus 2. What is I? I is the index position of the parent. Index position of the parent. Okay. So let us look at this. Let me clear the screen. Okay. Let us look at this. If I, according to first rule, the first element should be, that is root element, should be stored in the first index position, that is A of 0. Fantastic, it is done. Second, so the left node is this, and left node formula, you know, the left node formula is 2i plus 1. I is nothing but the parent position. What is the parent position of B? Parent position of B is 0. 2 into 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So that means in position number 1, B is stored. Yes, that is correct. In position number 1, B is stored. Same way. So, same way I just rub it. Same way. I want to store the right element. Right element is C. For right element, the formula is this. Right element, the formula is this. 2i plus 2. 2i plus 2. So, you know, the parent position, we know it is parent index position is 0. So, 2 into 0 is 0 plus 2. So, the right element C will store in position 2. That's what you see. C is stored in position number 2. Now, that's not enough. Still you have some elements, some node elements are there. So you have to store them. Now, if you look at the next element is D. D is the left element. So left element, the formula is 2i plus 1. 2i plus 1. So I position, who is the parent for D? D parent is B. B position is 1. B position is 1. You look at here, B position is 1. So 2 into I is nothing but the position of the parent. I is nothing but 1 plus 1. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So that means D will go and store it in position number 3. That's what you see here, position number 3. Same way E. I just rub it because of space constraint. I just rub it. So next, position E. I want to just store position E. So you know very well, E is a right element, and the right element, the formula is 2i plus 2. So 2i. I is nothing but the parent position. Parent position is 1. 2 into 1 is 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2, 4. So E has to be stored in fourth location. Sorry. It has to be stored in this fourth location. So that is what you should understand. And so E has to be stored in the fourth location. It has to be stored in fourth location. Same way, next element is F. F, if you want to store, F is the left element. So left element formula 2i plus 1. So I is nothing but parent position. F parent is C. C's position is 2. So 2 into 2, because the parent position is 2 plus 1. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 plus 1. So that is equal to 5. So F it has to store in fifth location. Same way, G is the right location, and 2i plus 2, you can see 2i plus 2, it is given here at the bottom, you can see at the bottom, and you can see 2i plus 2. I is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. So G will store in 6th position. This is how the calculation will happen. In the examination, what they do, they'll give this tree, and they'll ask you to store the tree elements into an array. So that is the examination procedure. So look at here, practice problem. They have given a tree. Look at here, they have given a tree and this tree, and you have to store into an array. You have to store it into an array. So normally you don't know what is the size of the array. Remember one thing, dear students, if you want to store a tree into an array, first you have to identify what is the level. What is the level of the tree, or what is the depth of the tree? So this is level 0, level 1, level 2, level 2. So your level is equal to 2. Level is 2. This is 0 level, this is 1 level, this is 2 level. The nodes are present in the maximum level 2. Right. Now you have a formula. Array size is equal to 2 raised to the power of level plus 1. Level is already 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 raised to the power of 3. 2 raised to the power of 3 is nothing but 8. 8 minus 1. Why we do minus 1? Because we start from 0 position. 0 index, correct? No, it starts from 0 index. So you require, in order to store a tree of level 1, 2, you require the 7 index positions. That is array of size 7. You need a array of size 7. So that is what you require. So that's what it is saying. So what happens? You create an array of size 7. Yes, it is created. You can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Since we are starting from index number 0, it stores. Now, the first rule says, what is the first rule says? The root node has to be stored in the first position. Yes. 10 has to be stored in the first position. Yes, 10 is stored. Next. If the parent is stored at index position I, then left child is 2i plus 1. So left child 5. 5 is nothing but 2i plus 1. This is left child. For the right child, it is 2i plus 2. This is for left child. This is for right child. Right. Now, 5 is the number, and 10 is its root, and 10 is stored in position number 0. So 2 into 0 is 0 plus 1. So this is the location of 5. So 5 is stored in 1. Now, right node. Right node, we know right node formula 2i plus 2. So 19 parent is 10. 10 is available at 0. So 2 into 0. 2 into 0 is a 2 only, plus 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. So this is the position where your 19 is going to be stored. This is 19 is going to be stored. So that's what you have to see, and you have to see this. 19 is stored. And remember one thing. Your 5 is located at position number 1. 19 is located at position number 2. Yes, done. Now I want to store 1. So 1 is the left child, and 2 into position of the parent. One's parent is 5. 5 is located at position number 1. So 1 plus 1. So it is 2 plus 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So 1 is stored in position number 3. Yes. Same way, the next rightmost element. Right element is 6. So 6 has to be stored. So formula is 2i. Parent position is 1, 2 into I. 6 parent is 5. 5 is located at position number 1. So that position number is written here, plus 2. So 2 into 1 is 2, plus 2, that is 4. In position number 4, 6 is stored. Yes, 6 is stored. So that's how the 6 is stored. And now the next element. Now the next element is 17. Next element is 17, and 17, if I want to store, you have to check whether it is a left element or right element. It's a left element. Since it is a left element, you have to follow this formula, 2i plus 1. So I is nothing but parent position. 17 parent is 9. 19, and 19 is located at position number 2. Yes, the same position number 2. So what you will do? So 2 into 2 plus 1. 2 into 2 is 4 plus 1, that is 5. So 17 is stored in 5. 17 is stored in 5. Same way 21. 21 is a rightmost. So 2 into I. 21 parent is 19. 19's position is 2. 19 position is 2. So you write 2 plus 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 6 is the position where 21 is going to be stored. So like this. So in the examination, they'll ask like this. They'll give you the tree. They'll give you a tree, and you have to find the array, how it is stored. So you should make use of 3 formulas. The first formula is the leftmost element formula. Second formula, right element formula, and the last formula, finding the array size. Array size totally depends upon 2 raised to power of level plus 1 minus 1. So this is the formula to find the total array size. So that is the thing. So now, if the tree is like this, how do you represent the elements in the array? I think if you have paper pen, please note down. This is the tree, and you have to write this tree, you have to represent this tree in an array. So levels, how many levels are there? Level 0, level 1, level 2. First you have to find, because I want to know how much element size is required for array, right? So I have the formula 2 raised to power of level plus 1. Level is 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 raised to power of 3. 2 raised to power of 3, I think you know it is 8. 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. And minus 1. So that is 7. So that means you need an array of size 7. So it starts from 0, it goes up to 6. So you need an element of size, array of size 7. Okay, done. The array is created. Now the next thing is, the first element, you have to follow the rule. The first node, that is root, is stored in the first. So 3 is stored. Yes, according to first rule. Now 9 you have to store, is a left child. So 2 into I is nothing but the position of the parent. Parent position is 0. 2 into 0 plus 1. So this is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So this is the position where 9 is stored. Yes, right. For the right element, it is 2i plus 2. 2 into I. I means parent position. So 20 is parent position is 0 plus 2. Again this becomes 0. 0 plus 2 in the, so answer is 2. So in the second index you are going to store 20. Yes, 20 you are going to store. Now, you don't have any element for 9, left element, right element, no elements are there, no elements are there, leave it. So, you just leave it. Okay. Sorry. I have stored 3 here. I'm sorry. I have stored 3 here. I have stored, sorry. Yeah. Pen highlighter. I have stored 3. I have stored 9 here. I have stored 20 here. So no element for 9, left element, no element for right. Next element available is 15. And you know, the 20 is the parent of 15 and 20 is stored in position number 2. So since it is the left position, the formula is 2i plus 1. So I is nothing but position of the parent. So position of the parent is 2. So 2 into 2 plus 1. 2 into 2, that is 4 plus 1, 5. 5 is the location where 15 has to be stored. So 15 is stored in 5. And next is 7. 7 is a right element. If it is a right element, you know, the formula changes to I plus 2. And 2i, 2 into I position is 2 plus 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. 4 plus 2, that is 6. So in the 6th position, 7 is stored. 7 is stored in the 6th position. Right. So what about 3 and 4? They are left blank. So this is how the representation of this particular tree is done. This particular tree is done. So that is what you have to understand. You have to understand like this. Okay. So they'll give the tree like this and you have to write the array representation. Same thing I'll give you as an assignment tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on Friday I'll give you an assignment like this. So you have to submit it. Okay. So you have to do a problem like this and you have to submit it. Now, another example, practice problem. Another problem, let us take another problem. So, look at this array. Look at this tree. It's a bigger tree. You have to find the level in order to find how many elements you need in the array. What is the size? So you know the formula. The size of the array depends upon 2 raised to power of L plus 1, level plus 1 minus 1. So level, the 0 level, this is 0 level, I'm sorry. The 0 level, 1 level, level 2, and this is in level 3. So 2 raised to power of 3 plus 1, 2 raised to power of 4. So 2 raised to power of 4, that is equal to 2 raised to power of 4. So 2 raised to power of 4 is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into, again 2 into 2 is 4, 4 4s are 16. 16 minus 1, 16 minus 1, so 15. So there are 15 positions I need in order to store this entire tree. So my size of the array is 15. So it is created. You can see it's 15. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 15. Now, according to the rule, the first element, that is root element, has to be stored in the first. Yes, it is stored. 2 is stored. The second element, 7, apply the same rule. It's a leftmost 2i plus 1. Again, it is stored in 7. It is in position number 1. Same way, 5 in position number 2. Now, next element is 2. 2 is the left element. So you have to apply the formula 2i plus 1. I is nothing but the 7. 7's index number is 1. So 2 into I, 2 plus 1, 3. So 2 is going to store in 3. So it is going to store in. Same way 6. So 2i plus 2. 2i plus 2. So 2i plus 2. So 6 parent is 7. 7's position is 1. So 2 into 1 is 2. So 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2 plus 2, that is equal to 4. So in fourth position you store 6. Now you have stored 2 in 0, this 7 in 1, and 6 you have stored in position number 4. You have stored 6 in position number 4, and 5 in position number 2. Okay, because these are all quite necessary for my further development. Yes, my further calculations. So I need all those things. I just drop it. Okay, so that the screen is free. Okay, now next element that I want to store is 5. 5 is the next element. And you know, it is 5 is a left element. Left element formula 2i plus 1. And I value is how much? I value is 4. Because 5's parent is 6. 6 is present at position number 4. Look at here, position number 4. So I is 4. So replace I with 4, and 2 into 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. In the 9th position, 5 is stored. Yes, in the 9th position, 5 is stored. You can see in the 9th position, 5 is stored. Yes. So 5 is stored. Okay. Anyhow, so before that, we had to calculate 9 also. 9. So 9 is a rightmost element, right element. And if you want to find right element, 2 into I plus 2, right element. So 9's parent is 5. 5's position is 2. So 2 into 2 plus 2, that is equal to 6. In the 6th position, 9 is stored. Yes, 6th position, 9 is stored. Yes. Now 5. So once this line is once this level is done, next you come to the next level. Next level, 5. 5 is stored in the same location which we have already calculated. We have already calculated 5. So it has to be stored in the location number 9. That's what we have calculated, and it is stored 5. Now next element is 11. 11 is the right element. Right element formula 2i plus 2. So I parent, 11 parent is 6. 6 is stored in position number 4. You can see. So 6 in, that is 2 into 4 plus 2. So this is 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. So in the 10th position, 11 is stored. So it is 11 is stored in the 10th position. This position, it is stored in this position. Yes, 11 is stored in the 10th position. So that's how it is done. The last element left is 4. So before that, I just clear the I'll just clear some positions. Yes. Okay. So you know, 4 is the right. This 4 is the right element, and if you want to store 4, so you have to use 4 is the left element. Left, if you want to store, you have to apply the formula 2i plus 1. So 4's Parent, fourth parent is 9. 9 is available in position number 6. It is available in position number 6. Look at that. 9 is present in the position number 6. So 2 into 6 plus 1. 2 into 6 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So in 13th position, 4 is stored. So 4 is stored in 13th position. Yes, stored. And what about the rest? Rest you don't have any elements, so automatically you put minus. So hyphens. Look at here. Here also hyphen, 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 hyphen. That's how. That's it. So this is the way you can store the elements of a tree into an array. Into an array. Again, there is one more problem. Look at here, another problem. So how many levels are there? This is 0 level, this is 1 level, this is 2 level. 2 levels are there, yes. So that means, you know the formula, array size is equal to 2 raised to the power of level plus 1. Level is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, minus 1. So 2 raised to the power of 3 is 8, minus 1 is 7. So you need 7 elements. 7 element array list, and the first element you will be storing A, and second element you will be storing B, and third element C you are storing in. Next D you are storing after C, and after D there is no element here, so you give a gap, just give a gap, put a hyphen. Next, after C, you don't have any element. Again, you leave a gap, put a hyphen. Next, G. G is the element that it has to be stored. So, like this, A, B, C, and D, hyphen, hyphen, G. So, this is how it has to be stored. Look at here, the same way it is stored. Because the same calculation if you do, you will get like this. This is about array representation. Sometimes they'll give you array and they'll ask you to construct the tree. They'll give you an array representation of the tree and they'll ask you to construct the tree. So that is bigger challenge. That is more challenging. So you should understand, you should have practice. Okay. Next. Linked list representation. So, the disadvantage you understood. If there are no elements, what happens? Simply the memory space which is allocated is simply wasted. That is the disadvantages of representing a tree using arrays. So, to avoid the disadvantage associated with the array representation, linked list representation is used for implementing binary tree. It uses a linked list to store the node elements, and each tree node is represented with the help of a linked list, doubly linked list, comprising of one info field, one left field, one left link, and another one right link. So left link and right link will certainly link to the left child and right child. And info stores the data. So, in addition to this, you also have a root node special pointer to hold the starting location of the tree, that is root node. So, that is that. You look at here, this is the representation. Look at here, there is a special pointer, you call it as a root pointer, and this is a node where you are storing the info. Look at here the same struct binary tree, info which stores this information, and left and right are pointers. So left and right are pointers that are pointing to left tree and right tree. Left tree and right tree. So again, left tree, a node will have again 2 pointers. Will have 2 pointers and info field. Left tree again is having a node which is having left tree link, right tree link, and information. Of course, if it is a leaf, this left tree link, right tree link is pointing to null. You know null, so null. So it is pointing to null. If it is a leaf, if it is intermediate node, so definitely it will have link to its left branch and right branch of the tree. And you will have a variable called count to count the number of elements in the tree. Number of elements in the tree. Number of nodes in the tree. Okay, let us work on insert function. Insert function, and we'll close it today. So insert function, very simple. You pass node R and integer value n, integer value which is the number, which is a number. Okay. If, for example, if the root node is null, R is nothing but root node. If the root node is null, so what happens? You allocate the memory for the root node, make the left child and right child 0, and info you store it as the value whatever you are passing, and you increment the count. Initially count will be 0. Observe here, count will be 0. And as soon as you do this, so now I don't have any element. So what happens? Memory is allocated and info is A is stored into the node, and left, right links are pointing to null. Now another node, another time you call the insert function and you pass the value. So when you pass the value, what happens? You check again. Count of modulus 2 is equal to 0. Then you insert at left, or else you insert at right. Now count is 1. Now count is 1. Only one element are there. So 1 modulus 2 is not equal to 0. If not equal to 0, then it has to insert at the right. Okay, it has to insert at the right. Okay, next time it will insert at the right. Now the count is 2. The number of elements are 2. 2 modulus 2 is 0. So then the next time when you call, it will insert at the left. Same way, whenever you have an element, now the total number of elements are 3. So 3 is what? Is a odd number, and if it is even number, it will insert at left. If it is odd number, it is insert at right. So it insert at right. So next it becomes 4. So when it is 4, it is the number of count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 nodes are there. So you insert at the left side. Okay. So now the element the count becomes 5. 5 is an odd number. When it is odd number, you insert at right. Yes. Now count becomes 6. You insert at left. You see, this is how the insertion happens. Insertion happens. So this is a simple logic that is being followed in your textbook. Anyhow, we'll discuss this in the next class. In the next class, we'll be talking about binary tree traversal. Traversal, you know, right? You visit each element in the tree and you display the element. So that is what you call it as tree traversal. So we'll discuss tree traversal in the next class. That's all for today's class. Thank you for your active participation. Be safe, and all the class recordings are available in this particular website. Have a wonderful day. Please